The Key to Inner Peace, Buddha's Teachings on Kindness and the Power of the Inner Self. This video explores the transformative power of kindness based on Buddha's teachings, helping you find inner peace and true happiness. Real-life stories and profound lessons will inspire you to live a more meaningful life. Welcome to Wisdom Vibes. Have you ever wondered what makes one person's face benevolent and peaceful, while another's conveys resentment and discontent? Where does the secret lie? Today, we'll explore the invaluable teachings of the Buddha on kindness, the key to unlocking inner peace. Join me as we delve into stories and lessons to see that life can be transformed miraculously with just a kind heart. 1. Wide mind, wide path. Our mind is like a path. A narrow, calculating mind leads to a difficult life. An open, tolerant mind leads to a broad, peaceful life. A spacious home doesn't equal a spacious mind. Story example, the story of a poor old man and his charity. Lesson, despite hardship, kindness can shine, bringing joy to others and peace to yourself. Story example, the story of a CEO who forgives an employee. Lesson, forgiveness and understanding can redeem mistakes, giving people a chance to start over. 2. Giving and receiving. The world is like a mirror. Smile at someone, and they smile back. Give love, receive peace. Giving without calculation brings countless invisible joys. Everything we do for each other is a loan to be repaid, visibly or invisibly. Story example, the story of a lottery ticket seller and charity meals. Lesson, giving doesn't require a lot of money, a kind heart can make a big difference. Story example, the story of young friends building a bridge for the poor. Lesson, youth is not an excuse for indifference. Passion and kindness can achieve extraordinary things. 3. Seeds of kindness. Everyone is born with a seed of kindness. Nurture it so that it sprouts, blooms, and bears fruit. Don't let it be buried by selfishness, greed, or hatred. No one is beyond redemption by kindness. Story example, the story of a reformed man returning to society. Lesson, despite a dark past, kindness can help you find the right path. Story example, the story of a teacher in the highlands and her poor students. Lesson, love and dedication can change the lives of children, giving them a brighter future. 4. Letting go and finding peace. Suffering stems from greed, anger, and delusion. To be happy, let go of desires and accept imperfection. Letting go doesn't mean abandoning duty, but abandoning desires. Live simply, work practically, and the days will be light and free. Story example, the story of a businessman giving up his career to find peace. Lesson, success isn't everything. Sometimes, happiness lies in letting go of superficial things and returning to true values. Story example, the story of a woman forgiving a betrayer. Lesson, forgiveness is a courageous and noble act, it helps you break free from resentment and find peace. 5. Patience and tolerance. Those who achieve great things must have great spirit, and those who do have great patience. Patience is not evasion, but accumulation of energy. Be tolerant of others, and generous with yourself. Story example, the story of a general sparing the life of an enemy. Lesson, forgiveness can transform enemies into friends. Story example, the story of a farmer stubbornly planting trees. Lesson, perseverance and effort can turn the impossible into the possible. 6. Mindset and life. Our life is as our mind is. Choosing a path decides your fate. Live fully in the present, and look towards a bright future. Story example, the story of a blind painter and beautiful paintings. Lesson, despite life's difficulties, you can create miracles with your talent and passion. Story example, the story of an optimistic woman fighting illness. Lesson, optimism can help you overcome all difficulties and prolong life. 7. Facing impermanence. Life is impermanent. What comes together must fall apart, what succeeds must fail. Understanding the philosophy of cause and effect will remove suffering when there is loss. Let go, and the heart finds peace. Story example, the story of a monk who gives up everything. Lesson, letting go can free you from bondage and find true freedom. Story example, the story of a woman who lost a loved one. Lesson, loss is part of life. Learn to accept it and find the strength to overcome it. 8. Kindness from the heart. Kindness doesn't depend on appearance, but comes from within the soul. A kind heart will show on your face and spread to those around you. Be a little foolish so that you don't lose harmony. Story example, the story of a worker helping a stranger. Lesson, goodness doesn't need to be ostentatious. A small act can bring joy to others. Story example, the story of a kind neighbor. Lesson, caring and helping each other creates a better life for everyone. 9. Returning to peace. The most lost life is one without spiritual support. A kind inner self does not resent anyone. Live simply, and the chaos of the world will not affect you. Story example, the story of a woman finding peace in Buddhism. Lesson, spirituality can be a solid support, helping you overcome difficulties and find inner peace. Story example, the story of a man living in seclusion on the mountain. Lesson, silence and connection with nature can help you find peace in your soul. Conclusion. And so, we come to the end of our journey together. We've explored the profound wisdom of the Buddha's teachings on kindness, seen how it shapes not just our outer world, but the very depths of our inner being. If this video has resonated with you, if you feel inspired to embrace a life of greater kindness and inner peace, please share it with those you love. Let's spread this message of hope and compassion far and wide.